This morning, flags remain at half-staff in honor of former President George H.W. Bush. The 41st president was laid to rest yesterday. Now, part of the journey, though, to his final resting place included a musical tribute honoring his legacy. 250 buglers from all around the country came together to play taps at the same time. They performed as the late president was brought to College Station, Texas, where he was finally buried.
Hundreds of people across the country, all facing a similar direction, playing the similar final tune of devotion for a very honorable man and a special president, I think, to this country.
Well, there are just 24 notes in the notorious Taps song, but they're more than just a melody. Trumpeters say they are the most important 24 notes they can ever play. Flags, by the way, will also remain at half-staff in the late president's honor until December 31st.
The week of national mourning for the former president has come to an end. After 3 days of lying in state, a funeral at the National Cathedral, and another service in Houston, the nation's 41st president was laid to rest. Mark Liverman shares how many are remembering him.
Amazing. Final farewells in Texas for President George Herbert Walker Bush yesterday. A funeral was held at St. Martin's Episcopal Church in Houston, where he and his late wife Barbara were members for more than 50 years.
He left a simple yet profound legacy to his children, to his grandchildren, and to this country: service.
James Baker, the president's Secretary of State and longtime friend, called him a charter member of the greatest generation.
Our glory, George, was to have had you as our president and as such a friend.
Following the service, the nation's 41st president was placed on a train marked 4141 for a 70-mile trip to his burial on the grounds of the Bush Presidential Library. Thousands of residents in small towns along the way gathered to wave goodbye.
It's unbelievable. I mean, as soon as it passed, it's like you take a moment for yourself and really to reflect.
In College Station, 2,000 cadets saluted the hearse as it drove up to the library. Navy jets flew overhead in the missing man formation. And a 21-gun cannon salute, all in tribute to the late president's service as a World War II combat pilot.
Somebody who dedicated basically their entire life to our country. That's the example we want to follow.
Mr. Bush was buried alongside Barbara and their daughter Robin, who died in 1953.